Look now.
Oh, never mind. I won't mention any names. It's like 3 o'clock yet. You have 10 minutes.
Nah, we'll start it now. We'll get it going. We got good stuff going. If we don't, then everyone's gonna be like, oh, I got nothing to say. You know. Oh! Wait a minute. This is on now. Hi guys. This is the Mardox daily live chat for November 22nd. Hold on a second here. Wow. This is how prepared I am. Give me one instant here. We've got Carrie Foster. We've got Ernie, which I can't pronounce his last name to save my life. We have Belinda Condell. And there, now the date's proper on the site. We have a new background for our page, for our video. And I'm just trying to get over to the video manager here. I'm hoping we're broadcasting. There's 1 second here, live stream. Like usual, I'm not ready. I click the button and it's just not there. Stop judging me.
Commence judging.
The silence is condemning, isn't it?
Yes, it is. It's like, come on, don't judge me, please don't. Okay, there. Okay, okay. Now we're broadcasting. Okay. Now let's get right into it.
Broadcasting in all cylinders.
Yeah, I'm all cylinders. This is Jackie, my assistant slash commentary expert.
Who has a frying pan ready at all times?
Yeah. If anybody wants to join,
Jackie can hit him.
That's what I was thinking.
I want to watch. I want to hear it. I want to watch when it happens.
you're all evil.
You just realized that.
You made us this way.
Yes, you created monsters.
Yes, I did. LinkedIn. Where's
Corrupted
LinkedIn?
us.
I'm
We were
going to
all
broadcast to
innocent at one
LinkedIn
time,
here.
but thanks to you, we're all corrupted now.
Right. Okay, so from now on, the daily live chats will be at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for those of you that want to join in. I think I'll mention it for a couple more episodes, and that'll be about it. If nobody catches on by then, well, tough luck for them. And why do I have all these messages at the top of my screen? One person's watching. If you want to join in and participate, I'm going to put the link in the how do I get the link for the room now? Now that it's open.
Flu.
Oh, here it is. Okay, I got it. And
Welcome to my chat. I'm clueless. No, I'm kidding.
Trial and error. That'll do it.
clueless. Okay, for those of you that want to join in, if you're watching on YouTube, here's the link to join in the live chat. And we're doing this 110% live today. Okay, we've got a bunch of stuff. One of our. I'm going to read an email to start off with. We had a user who left about 6 months ago, and he was right. At the time when he left, there was very little valuable content on the site. It was more of a membership site with a few ebooks and a few videos. That would be back when, Jackie? Like last March? No, further back than that. Last December, roughly. Yeah.
Yeah. Then.
About that. We had a lot of stuff, but nothing of value. So Jerry David, one of our users, writes back. This is impressive because this tells you that your website is of value. Hey Nelson, I have been checking out the site recently and it looks very impressive now. When I canceled my paid membership, my paid subscription, I said that I could not justify the $19 that you were asking. Now at the time we were asking for $19.95. And the person's unsubscribed, and like I usually do, I contact the person saying, "Why are you canceling? I just want to know if we can make the site better, right?"
Are you sure you don't cry and grovel? Okay.
Yeah, it's probably Sandy or Luke.
Oh.
Yeah, okay, good. So the next phrase is, you kept my account live, so I'm ready to give it another try, as it appears that you have added a whole lot more valuable content. That was great. Then he went ahead and made some videos for us, which I'm going to share screen here, and I'm going to show you guys the videos, because I think these videos are just awesome. And let's go here. You guys see the background, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, let's bring up the videos. Video number 1. Now this is it's not what I wanted to do. I'm gonna open it first.
Like restart.
You guys see that?
That's awesome.
That is awesome. talk about the entrance to our site or to a video series. I mean, that is awesome. I might use that for the live chat. You know?
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, there's that one
I would use
there.
that for the live chat for sure. Yeah.
I mean, that gets your attention. I always like flashy things.
Did you know that 98% of
like
affiliate
buttons.
marketers fail at marketing their products, services, or sites? Do you know Mardox could get you to that top 2%? But we're not giving this information to just anyone. This website is by invitation only. Fill in your email address below and we will give you exclusive access to the next video that will lay out what we can do for you.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
That's good.
Now, what's awesome is he kept Baldy in it.
Did you know that 98...
See,
Yeah,
see
except for
Baldy?
we're not showing his face, so it's just a
Yeah,
face.
but the
Is that me?
well, it could be you, Ernie. We can make this you if you want.
Yeah, that
What
could
it is it shows that it could be anybody. That's why you
lined
do
up your
that.
head for you and everything, Ernie.
Yeah, anybody without hair.
Yeah. Now the background logo and color. You guys watching? Here we go.
I saw that.
That is amazing.
That's really neat. That's really neat.
Just play it again a
He's
second time to
talented.
show everybody. I mean, this guy did really good work. That is awesome.
That's
Are you gonna put those up for the members to use too in their promotions?
Oh yeah. We're good. I gotta talk to him. 'Cause I want written permission from him. And here's a Christmas one.
Oh,
Right.
cool.
You know, and
Put a Santa hat on the M.
yeah. And so, yeah, no, the guy does really good work when it comes to video design and graphic design. I mean, Christmas is coming. There's a perfect Christmas opening right there. You know.
See, I wish I could do I'm like, my thing is words, and I'm a good copy. You know, any kind of writer you need, I can do it. That's my natural gift. But I would love to know how to do these graphics and stuff so I could have the best of both worlds. It's just for some reason I never could take the time to do it, and it's more complicated. Even though I'm techie minded, some things are even I have a limit on. You know.
It's all in the
Did
software.
I just kill our stream? If I just killed our stream. You guys still hear me?
Yeah.
I can hear you, but our image is stuck on this one little thing.
Just give me one little second here. I gotta figure this out.
Thank you.
I just got delivered food.
I'm hungry. What are we having?
Yeah, what's for lunch?
Who's
Zucchini muffin with chocolate chips in it.
What is it?
zucchini muffin?
Zucchini.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
No, it's really good. It's really good. It's got chocolate chips in it. Have fun.
How's
Well,
that
with
chocolate
without-
chips and zucchini go well together? I never understood that.
No.
Oh, it does.
No, they keep
Really?
putting chocolate chips and everything, and I don't like it. I want regular stuff. So my daughter will sit here and eat it and go num 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 and show you guys. There's one computer offline now. Okay, so yeah, you see an example of, you know, you build a membership site and you stay honest and you stay legit. People will come back. People will join your membership site and come back to it, even if they do leave. It doesn't mean that they're going to leave forever. What's ideal is that you keep adding content, you keep evolving, you keep learning or listening to what your members say or suggest, and then you know, move forward. And Jerry is an example. He wants to come back and check stuff out. I am going to use his content as long as I get a written permission, because I need the written permission for that's our policy. We have to have it. It's not just in an email.
Well, that's a good thing to do because you don't want to do anything unethical or anything.
That's it. Well, because I could put the video in, and then 2 days later you could say, hey, I made it from as a demo, and then I never gave permission. Then I got to go back and change all the videos, and then the legal issues and all that kind of stuff, you know.
Right.
So I want an actual letter signed saying, yes, I allow you to use this specific video, you know. And but we'll have it ready we'll replace out our baldy dude in the first video. We'll replace it with that one. I love that one where that first intro, the long one that he did there. That one was awesome. It
was.
You know, I don't know if we can.
Did you know that 98% of affiliate marketers fail at
I'm
marketing their
just showing it
products,
to the
services,
users
or
in the live
sites?
stream.
Do you know Mardox could get you to that top 2%?
I mean, the
But
way
we're
he
not
took the
giving
site
this information
and
to
overlaid it on
just
the green
anyone.
screen on the
This website is by
panel
invitation
behind me.
only.
He did a really
Fill in your
good
email
job of
address
it.
below, and we will give you exclusive access to the next video that will lay out what we can do for you.
That's it.
Yeah, like I could, if I had the code to that, I could insert it in a Splash page or capture page. Or
Well, yeah, no, you'll have it. I'll have it by tonight, probably, most likely. You know,
Well,
even Jackie likes it. Sitting here porking out, eating. Is it good?
Yeah.
I mean, the dog wants some.
the dog always wants.
Yeah, well,
Pretty
the dog begs to
My
everybody.
dog like sits at my feet waiting for me to drop something.
Yeah. Hey, we lost somebody. Who? Carrie, we lost you.
No, you didn't.
Image
Now we see your name on the main screen saying Carrie Foster. Now
Oh, that's just because I stopped sharing video.
Thanks,
yeah, like
Carrie.
I did.
Nobody's gonna watch it if you're not on the screen. No one's gonna watch.
Seriously, I look like crap
They
today.
don't.
I
They
look
don't.
like crap every day, so there's my excuse.
Linda gets away with hiding herself.
Better.
Now I'm starting to sound like my teenage daughter.
Well, she did it too.
Better. Now all the girls get jealous. I rough up my hair and I just do this. Ernie's nice. Ernie doesn't even have to do this. It's just gone. Hey, Ernie.
You wouldn't believe
your
how
look,
much
dude.
money I save on shampoo.
I like your look. Yeah, well, you don't need shampoo. I use wax, right?
That's right.
I'll just buff it once a week, and you can
That's
see
right.
the reflection.
I was telling Carrie I finally found a use for that old bowling ball polisher.
Yeah, I thought that was.
If I rub your head for good luck, will I get a wish? I'm kidding. Sorry.
Please
That's
get a
it.
And they
polish.
wonder why I don't do videos.
I'm sorry. I
It's
didn't
the
really.
glare.
It's a glare.
It's
Yeah.
just so bright and shiny. It's blinding me.
Can't see nothing. Yeah, I got jokes about blindness. Yeah, no, let's not go there. Okay, so yeah, we had Jerry David. I'm going to be talking with him later. I sent him off emails and stuff, and we'll do that. Great content, an example of users that they may, if you're running a membership site, people might disappear. If you're running a really good product or service, they will be back. They will be. People sometimes need a chance to go out and look at other sites and see what else is being offered. Maybe at the time it's not what they like, but they come back and you've done some changes, but that's the key point. You got to do changes. You got to always upgrade and make things better, you know. So that's a good point. Now, there was a discussion on Skype, on Google Hangouts, on Twitter, on Facebook that I saw. Where did Belinda go to? Now
I'm here.
Belinda is back from the dead. Tell us about this, Belinda.
It was awful.
It was terrible,
I
wasn't
had internet withdrawal.
it? Belinda's computer died, apparently. Correct?
I was seeing things. I was having delusions. It wasn't pretty.
What? Take the photo off the mirror of me.
I tried, but the darn thing won't come off.
Okay, it's taped. It's glued on.
Quickly, get a new mirror.
Just paste a picture of Carrie or somebody over top.
You know, that would be refreshing. But anyway,
Remember now, to keep it clean, people. This burns. Okay, so what happened, Belinda? Tell the people, because our users thought something happened to you. Like, you literally disappeared.
yeah, that's not like me to disappear. Usually, if you don't find me in a couple days, call the police. But anyway, what happened was I wasn't living on Skype like I usually do 24/7 and being in these live chats almost daily, because Monday morning, 2 hours or 3 hours before we were going to go on live chat, my computer hard drive had a corrupt file. I forget what it was. And at first I tried to repair it because it wouldn't go past the thing to get onto desktop.
Right.
So I finally tweaked it and got it to go on desktop, but the security center it wasn't even existing. Nothing. I couldn't get online. I tried everything. So as a last resort, thank goodness this only happened so many years, I had to wipe out my hard drive. But I couldn't just simply do that and put it back to factory reset. What I had to do first, because I've been so busy I haven't done it lately, I had a million files that I had to not just back up but update before I could back them up. That took me a week straight without hardly any sleep. I'm not kidding. I worked on this computer day and night without hardly any sleep. I'm not kidding you. Literally, seriously, I did. Because I needed to get back online ASAP, but I didn't think it was going to take me a week, and it did. So I finally got back online just today, this morning, around 6 a.m. I finally got back online, was able to, but now I have to take at least another few days just to get my files reloaded and installed and things where I like them on this computer. This is monotonous work. I'm glad I rarely have to do this, that it ever comes down to this.
Yeah, I used to do tech support for actual computer restore and stuff like that. I got out of it. It was just too monotonous, like you say. It was just ugh.
I mean, I'm tech. I'm pretty techy, but I'm not a programmer. But I'm like, yeah, maybe a little bit down from that. Let me tell you right now, though, it's not hard to redo your computer. Okay, not what I had to do. It's just so time consuming. I mean, it's to say it's a pain in the butt is an understatement.
Right.
Yeah.
Carrie
And
had an
so,
issue with her computer recently. Carrie, what about yours?
Mine has pieces off of it.
Oh.
Bottom under the plug and on the other side of it. And that's created a problem with the power going into the computer. So I took it back to Best Buy and I got their Geek Squad.
Oh,
like,
the ripoff, yeah.
yeah. But they're going to end up like, I told them, you do not want to give an internet marketer your service. I will use it. Well, they're going to have to replace my computer. So at the least, they're repairing. There's a key missing. It's missing two parts on the bottom. It's the battery, I think, is draining. So they'll probably, like the guy said, they'll probably just put your information on a new computer and give it back to you, kind of like that.
Right.
So that'll make it worth the $700 I paid for the service, right?
At least you didn't have to worry about backing up all your files and then re-downloading all your files one by one, getting everything just adjusted the way you need it.
Yeah, they're going to do that all for me, right? Like, that's the deal.
Well, they can't do that for me because my files are personal. They're not, it's not just, I'm not talking like, I mean, my lead scrapers, my other software, my documents.
The software they don't do, right? So, yeah, you have to.
Yeah, I mean, I have to do all that. It's going to take me probably 3-4 days. If I work straight.
You have a backup disk made or something? Or?
I have a backup 5 terabyte external hard drive plus disk, but it's not that I didn't save it. And I thank the Lord that I was able to save my important documents because I could not afford to lose them. But it was the pain in the butt thing of having to update it before you could even back it up, and that took a week because I have that many files that individually go through before I could even back them up. And then it doesn't stop there. Once you actually get back, you wipe out your hard drive, get back to, square one again and get back on the internet. Now you have to reload, install, whatever, back everything the way it was. And that takes almost another week because then you have to you know what I mean? So it's not just backing it up. There's so much more than that.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. That's it. Hey, Ernie, what's up with you? I don't want to talk about. Let's not go into talking about backups and restores and all this whole conversation.
Well, actually, that was part of the conversation I was going to jump in on. We've had to reformat a few times, and my wife is always telling me you got to back up more often. It's like, yeah, I know. It's like one of those things you need to do. You should be doing, but.
If you listen to your psyche, you'll hear that little voice in the back, and it'll say, maybe I should back up my hard drive, and that's right when you go, no, I don't have time for that. The next day, your stuff is gone. Yeah.
It's that little guy on the other side of your shoulder that smacks the one that's saying back up, back up, back up.
I lost my stuff one time, and I learned never to take that chance again. It's just that it was funny how we were talking about this last week, and then look what happened. Thank goodness I was able to at least back it up and get on the desktop to do that.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah.
My older sister got a new phone. No problem. Unfortunately, she forgot where we are. We don't have internet yet. It's another day or so before we get internet at our new place.
Yeah.
But she forgot all the stuff she wanted to put onto her phone, like her music and all that from Spotify. She forgot to access that while she had internet here. So she basically had to access her data in order to get it again.
Yeah. No kidding.
And she went,
another thing is too is when you have software and you have all these keys that are they're for that PC or that laptop, so now you got to go back to all the people that you bought all the software from And, if your license covers an additional PC or, whatever you're using, get a new license key, and it's a pain in the neck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I forgot to mention. I was just about to say that he read my mind. Some of my software, I don't need a license code, but other ones I do. But now they've been good because this happened once before, like 3 years ago. But I go way back with the owner. So he just simply, I email him, he simply gives me another one. But I had 2 or 3 guys. Okay, now this is what the ripoff is. And this should happen to nobody, regardless of whether it's, a new computer or not. They charge you. They charge you to even get a new license code when they don't need to do that for that. When you're putting it back on the same computer, not a new computer, they still charge you. I don't want to do business with people like that, but unfortunately,
Yeah,
software.
the problem with that is it's what they're depending on is the every time you reinstall the computer, there's a new serial a Windows ID. Linux doesn't have that problem. When you reinstall Linux 10 times, it's the same ID. It depends on your IP address, your MAC address, your login information, and stuff like that. Um, but Windows, every time you reinstall, there's a new ID, and it has to do with the registry. And every time you download the software, the ID is different. And there's too many people that say, "Oh, well, I'm only reinstalling it." In reality, they're not reinstalling it; they're giving it to a friend or they're putting it on a second computer.
Yeah, yeah, he said that too. But you know
Yeah.
what, though? I may not be a programmer, but even I know there's ways around that he could protect
Oh yeah,
himself
yeah, yeah.
from
Just
that
give you the code.
happening without
Yeah, yeah.
going to
It's called
registry.
give you the code. Write your name on a paper, and the next time you call in, say, "Look, I already. How many times are you going to reinstall your computer?" Right. My software, when I design it, it's all based around your login, your email address, and your password. When you
Yeah,
download, what I'm trying to design is the Mardox Suite. It's a kind of it's going to be an environment for developers and for marketers. You download it and you'll keep track of all your links, your leads, all that kind of stuff. But when you download it, we know what you have access to. Just like Google, when you log into Google, they know what you have access to, and boom, right away it downloads.
right. See, that's the thing, though. Is thank goodness most of my software I can re-download. It won't be a problem whether I need a code or not. It's still not a problem. And so my software could be as it'll make computers as it wants. So I have some of those too. But for my clients, but for the ones that are single use, I only have 3 guys that ever gave me a hassle with it, and anybody else is cool about it. And I understand, about, like you said, giving it to friends because they said the same thing. But there's ways around it. There's other ways they could, take those precautions without punishing somebody who's not doing that. Okay, or just trying to take your money. Probably to make another sale
Right? Yeah,
anyway.
yeah.
And but the thing is that because they have one of a kind software that I can't even find anywhere else even similar to it, I'm stuck with them where I would rather not do business with someone like that. And here's the other factor: I hate when I have to reformat my Windows because there's 2 pieces of software I have now. They're not in the market anymore, but they keep it alive for me. They keep it updated for me, and
Yeah.
some of it doesn't need to be updated as much as some others do, but it would only work if I kept on the same, what do you call it? So I could lose that, and I don't want to. That's another reason I avoid, having to wipe out my hard drive, because there's some things I may not. I could save the executable file, but I may not get it back, and I really can't afford that either, And I
Yeah,
can't.
yeah, yeah. And at some point, if you ask for too many, let's face it, if you ask for too many reinstalls, they're just going to turn around and say, "Look, forget it," and scrap it.
No, no, no,
It,
no. I don't. Like I said, it happens. I only have to reinstall my
yeah, I
computer
know,
like
but
every
if it
5 years.
happens too often, what I'm saying is the creator of the software is just going to say you're a pain in the butt. It's gone. You know.
Well,
Uh,
I do them favors. That's
yeah,
why they keep it alive for
yeah.
me. So it
That's
was
it.
kind of favor.
That's it.
One of the things I do like about cloud-based software, you just log in and you're able to use the software right there. The bad thing about it is, of course, that you're going through their cloud,
Yeah,
to
and
do it.
you're in their sandbox.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
actually
exactly.
do have some new cloud-based lead software that is kind of convenient, so that you can be on Linux or anything. It's like a VPS secondary server in a
Yeah,
sense.
well, like, look at Google's functions. Google's has documents, sheets, slideshows, a lot of that stuff, and it's all cloud-based. You log in, it's right there. The only thing I don't like about cloud-based software, and unless it's something like Google or like a huge business that has no intention of taking any of the stuff down, and I
Or
mean,
Dropbox.
there's parts of Google that are still around from 20 years ago when they first started, or 15. Um, but
There's Dropbox though too.
Yeah, well, Dropbox is just a cloud backup service, but I'm talking
Oh,
about a
that's
service
true.
where there's
Yeah.
word processing, database processing, spreadsheets, graphics design, but that you don't have to download the software into your computer. You just go in and you use it. But what could happen at any time is Google could say, "Okay, we're terminating all those programs," and your stuff is gone. You
Yeah.
know, your data will still be in the Google Drive, but their software would be gone. Then what do? You know, that's not good. That's
But
why I'm
that's
worried
why.
about the cloud-based technology. But in essence, if you look at Mardox.com, it is a cloud. You don't need to download all that content into your computer. You just go and get it what you need when you need it. You see,
But
and it's
the
and the same
thing
with
is,
us. And the same with us. You know, we could take down all the videos tomorrow morning and say, we're just not going to put the videos up anymore. What are you going to do then? Right?
Well, some of the cloud-based video software that I've been using, it's exportable. So basically, you create it in there and then you export it to your
to
own.
your CVS file, like I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that way you still have that. You're not basing it on whether or not they're going to be around tomorrow or whether their server's going to go down tomorrow. You're taking care of all that yourself, but you're creating it in their sandbox, as you say.
Ernie, I
that's
bet
it.
you have some of the same software as I do. I wouldn't be surprised.
Ernie's got
We should compare notes sometimes. It seems like
Ernie's got so much stuff. Ernie's got so much stuff. One of these days, I'm going to go to Costco, or I'm just going to send him the money, and I'm going to tell Ernie to copy all his content onto a 3 terabyte drive and mail me the drive.
I could give you all my content on a 5 terabyte hard drive. I'm software queen.
Yeah, but software, it's a little more touchy because a lot of people don't want to install software.
No, I mean even cloud-based. I have all kinds.
Yeah, 5 terabytes of software.
I have 5 terabytes of everything.
Yeah, well, we have to exchange the stuff because this is a great time to put here's the thing. Let's say, for example, you have 1,000 ebooks. Okay, I can take those 1,000 ebooks and make the README first file. I can make that link to your site. So anybody who downloads that content, if it's unique, if it's not already on my database, we can upload the good stuff. Let's say out of 1,000, you got 800 ebooks that aren't already in our treasury. What's
John?
it? John. Timmy. Hi, Timmy.
Yeah, your name's on the screen and you forgot what your name was.
I can't read.
Oh my goodness, Brian Pan.
What we could do, for example, is that when somebody downloads how to become as good as John Brewer PDF, which is an ebook, you have it. I upload it, but the very first file in the zip file, one, is your thank you for reading, thank you for downloading PDF, and two, in the file name, I put your domain name in the file name. So it'll say, for example, BelindaCondell.com dash and then the title of the file. Your name gets seen. The next time someone downloads or distributes or does whatever they want to that ebook, your name is now on the file name of that file. You see? So if you're interested in doing that, let me know, because I'm all for content. But I also going to make it so it's beneficial to you. So there's a perfect JV exchange. You got content, I've got the way to distribute it.
I actually write ebooks when I have time.
When you have time, yeah. So John,
Yes, sir.
we're talking about the end of the world.
Hello.
Basically, your computer shuts down, you have access to no internet, and like Belinda, you go stir crazy.
So how have you, John? Have you had a situation recently where a computer died, crashed, burned, whatever?
Yes.
Yes.
To make a long story short, yes.
Yeah, and John had to go as far as trying to find a poor Canadian boy who he can feel sympathy for him, and go as far as raising the money for his new laptop.
So we hear the violin music playing in the background ever so softly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
He didn't know I was a subliminal hypnotist, other stuff, Yeah.
John, you
That's
evil
it.
thing. You.
Buy
That's
John
it.
the laptop.
So you see, yesterday.
Fly devil.
Yes. Oh, John, did you see the video that we were talking about?
No, I don't know what y'all talking about. I just joined. I was
Okay,
on the
here we go.
phone talking to.
You're supposed to know ahead. You should know ahead.
I was on the phone talking to a very dear friend.
Hold on.
who I don't talk to often.
Hold on.
No excuse.
Hold on. Let's do this right. Let's do this right. For those of you just getting in, let's do this. Oh, come on. I can't work like this. Get on that button.
You can't work, period.
Yeah, I know.
Apparently.
Yeah, I want to share. I want to share screen.
You can dress them up, but you can't take them out.
No, that's it. That's it. And lately, I can't go anywhere anyway because it's hunting season, and my last name is Buck.
Yep.
Yeah, we're
Okay,
hunting
you
bucks.
guys see it? You guys see it?
Hey,
Okay,
it's
now watch this.
Nelson.
Now, John, watch this now. Okay,
Yes, sir.
this is
Okay.
from Jerry David, a member
Okay.
that left and then came back to us, but he made these for us. Now,
Okay.
we're just putting them in the video for now, but watch this.
Okay.
Did you know that 98% of affiliate marketers fail at marketing their products, services, or sites? Do you know Mardox could get you to that top 2%? But we're not giving this information to just anyone. This website is by invitation only. Fill in your email address below and we will give you exclusive access to the next video that will lay out what we can do for you.
Whoa.
Now, isn't that awesome?
That's too cool.
That's too cool.
That is cool.
Now the other one that a lot of them are saying that they like is this one. Is that cool or what?
That's cool. That's outstanding.
Now that everyone is a user that went out of his way, made some content for us. Oh, look at it. We're out of sync again. My video's out of sync. I talk and my mouth doesn't line up. I shake my hand.
That's just you anyway, Nelson.
Yeah, there you go. Cool. I'll reset my video. I got to keep turning off my video and then coming back to it a minute or two later so my phone catches up. But that's an example there what we've been talking about, getting users to participate and really, get into the mood of contributing.
And that's what people seem to understand about becoming a member of Mardox. If they are very serious about active participation in such a thing, this is the perfect place to be, because you allow people with the desire and with the ability and so on and so forth. You say, hey, come do your thing. And who, what other programs really do that?
That's right.
Right.
That's right. And now, like him, I'm going to put the videos up and guarantee I'm going to talk to him, because if he wants to sell that service, we can set it up to sell that service to our
Exactly.
members. You got your own website. You got your domain name. Hell, even I'm not going to put a price on it, but if someone were to say, I'll do this video for you, but it's going to cost you $20, I'd say sure. In fact, even if it was $100, that first video, the entry, how he changed that video,
It's worth it.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
worth it. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take Baldy off the rest of the videos and just going to put text up. You see?
Yeah.
And or I'll ask him to do the 3 other videos with the little Baldy character, the way he did it there, and that would be the
cool.
brand new 4-set video right there for the landing page.
Not to
Well, if
mention,
you're a programmer, Nelson, could you do something like that too?
Well, I can do all these kind of effects, but I don't have time for it. You need to know what you're doing, otherwise you're going to waste so much time.
not to
Oh
mention,
yeah, that's why it's hard for me to do stuff
Yeah,
like
hold
that.
on a second, Jackie. What?
John, Carrie was suggesting the lightning you just saw, having that to open up our daily chats. What do you think?
Yeah.
That could be interesting.
I do.
I could wake up John in the morning.
Yep.
Wake me up.
Yeah.
Although
That's a
it'll
good
be
idea.
later now that we have it, but still, he'll still be half
Yeah,
asleep.
and
anyway.
it works out well because it's only a few seconds long. It's not like some of these intros for some of these chats that I watch on YouTube. Some of them at times
Yeah.
they're up to a minute long. It's like, okay, they're
Really?
neat animations, but once you've seen it once, you don't need to see it every single episode. Oh, hey,
Yeah.
guys, let me switch out to a new view here. Let's transition over. And let's share a screen, obviously, right? Share a screen, and I want to share. I'm going to share screen at the same time. Okay, you guys, let me know if you guys can see this.
Yep.
Yes?
Yep.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Now watch this. This is a sign that we're doing something good. Now, I'm going to YouTube. Now let it come up. Now I'm going to type in daily
As is
live chat. Okay, the words daily live chat for a search. Okay, now that's
Right.
some people do type in daily live chat. Now, obviously, this would be a much better keyword search to do. And when I do it,
Yeah.
nothing for Mardox shows up, right?
Right.
But watch when we put in daily. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. I didn't do nothing special. What do you guys see?
Oh, cool.
We're number 2 on the words daily live chat.
2, 3, and 4.
Yeah. That's it.
That's awesome.
And
six.
and 6 and
Seven.
we're a whole bunch. But I mean that means the word daily live chat is either it's being used by us, but there is, for example, live chat down here, which is another which is software, and we're
Right.
mixed into these results. So when you start
This is
doing
good.
these daily shows, Google starts to see, or YouTube starts to see, that you're doing content and you're using the same words, therefore you're more relevant than anybody else who's not doing the same thing. You say, so what I'm going to
Yeah.
like is one day this top one here disappears. I want to see this one in the second
Yeah.
position, then I'll be happy.
Yeah.
So so if anybody tells me that it's not worth doing these videos, it's too time consuming and wasteful. It's time consuming, but it does ultimately add up to something of value. I gotta find the button. It's under my phone. Hold on a second here. Oh yeah, I gotta find the button. It's under my phone. My cell phone my cell phone is sitting just at it's hooked on the top of my monitor, and the bottom of my phone is lapped over top where the tabs are in my browser.
I see.
So I
Okay.
couldn't get to the button.
That
That
explains
sounds
it.
personal.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later.
In the other chat.
Personal stuff is going to be in Mardox Extreme. Now, Belinda, I've talked to Carrie yesterday. We're going to start a brand new Mardox streaming channel,
And you talked to me
we're
about
gonna
it
call
today.
it Mardox X Stream.
Starring Belinda Condell as Queen.
Oh yeah, okay, yes. You can be
My Burger King crown hat on and everything.
yes, you can be queen, no problem. See, I'm already
Yeah,
lagged.
we'll let Melinda come with her crown.
Yes, I'm already lagged. It's ridiculous. I did the quotations 5 seconds before. So we're thinking is this, we'll have this channel where everybody keeps it nice and clean relative to website, relative to marketing and stuff. And we're going to start a brand new channel. And look, when we start it up, those of you that don't want to participate, just don't participate. Just don't watch it. Don't
The rest of you
subscribe.
bring the beer. Kidding.
Yeah, that's it. No, we're going to keep it clean, like no swearing. We're going to try to keep it down to no swearing. We can't say there's going to be no swearing, but let's hope that people don't swear. And that is the only other thing we're going to ask in that channel is no name calling. But you got to understand, if you're going to watch that channel, we're gonna have talks like, for example, we'll look at the daily news and say why does Trump suck, and why are Muslims superior to everyone else, and when we have those conversations, people are
Why is Hillary not in prison yet?
yeah, that's it. Why isn't she in prison yet? God, she should be. That's your money for you. She should be in prison for treason.
She should be in prison just for a lot of reasons.
That's the other show, ladies and gentlemen.
That's the air show. So we are going to set it up. I'll do it tonight. I'll set it up.
You're right.
I'm going to make the graphics and all that. And then tomorrow you guys can go and subscribe to Mardox Extreme. And we'll do shows like this kind of thing. And, we can get in and say what we feel, give our opinion. But it's going to have to be understood that people that get in, it's going to be extreme.
Which means
Interesting
we'll jump between
risk.
topics.
We'll jump between topics. You know what we'll do? We'll look at the current news and we'll comment on the current news.
To start.
Heck, you could read my life and comment on so much.
Yeah, there you go. And I think all of us here in this
No,
chat.
you can leave your husband's body off the show. Just kidding.
You know what? You're just jealous.
I know, right? Yeah.
Kidding. Actually, my husband
There's
normally
nobody
doesn't
more
do
jealous.
that. We were just trying to get ratings.
There's nobody more jealous than me.
I'm sure.
Yeah. So, John, out of
Yeah.
everything you saw, the video talking about, now that Belinda's back, she actually came back from the dead. And
Yeah, I
and
saw.
More comments and
yeah.
everything.
I saw a couple.
Belinda, if you listen to your messages, I call. Okay, guys, I called Belinda because I have her phone number on file. I called her
No,
to
Right.
you
see
have
if
my
she was
Google
okay.
voice on file.
Yeah, well, I wanted to see if you're okay. You know, that's how much I care about my members.
Yeah,
Carrie,
you see.
And I
Carrie,
thank you for
yeah,
that, Buck, by the way.
eh,
But I didn't announce it. I didn't get it because I wasn't able to check my email, get online until like this morning. So I
yeah.
didn't even call because you don't have my home number.
No, I understand. I understand. Carrie, at one point, I was on a call with her a couple months ago. I was on a call with her. She says, "Okay, I gotta go now because my daughter has a new boyfriend over, and I gotta go see what's going on." She got offline with me, and then a day went by, another day went by, and it's like,
Ooh,
"Oh my God, she's not back online." Now,
ooh.
take into account a new boy is in the house, and she just disappeared off the internet. Now, I wasn't used to Carrie yet because it was near the beginning where she didn't tell me she takes weekends off of all this stuff. So at some point on Sunday night, I'm starting to find out how to contact the police in Woodstock, Ontario, to see if they to see if they could do a welfare check on Carrie, you know. And turns out she
Which
was
is
fine.
funny
Obviously,
because
she's sitting on
my
camera.
neighbor is a police officer.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Yeah, but Nelson didn't know that.
Did they do the welfare check?
I don't know. Maybe they drove by and went, "Yeah, everyone's
They were
there."
eating their donuts and waving at the
Yeah,
houses.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
it.
They didn't come to my door, so I don't know.
That's it. That's it.
But
You know. But what was I gonna say? I care about our members. When I find a member isn't one, if somebody unsubscribes, I want to know why people unsubscribe. And some of you unsubscribe, and I've noticed because of financial reasons. Listen,
Yeah.
talk to me. I've been known to leave accounts running for 15 days. Ask John. I left yours, John, running for 30 days, I think, right? Once,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
shit happens. People's lives
Yeah.
have problems, you know.
Yeah.
And
And
just
he has hitmen in every country too. I just
oh yeah,
found
yeah,
out.
yeah, yeah. I mean, I got one in Germany,
Mafia,
one
I
in
mean, the whole 9 yards.
I
By
got
the
one.
way, this is the Stepford channel, boys
Yeah,
and girls.
there you go.
Wait till we get to the other one.
You know, I got one
This
guy
is true.
in Michigan, one in Ontario, Canada. Well, one guy, girl. One guy's in Germany. The guy in Germany, you got to watch out for. You can't see him in the dark. You won't see him coming unless he smiles. uh,
Oh.
now see, I'm down with the hood, so I'm allowed to say these kind of things.
Oh yeah, you're so cool there, Nelson.
Yeah, there's also a 6-hour time zone between me and him. He can't touch me.
You know, that's the thing. I grew up around jive and all that, and I could speak it, but I choose to speak intelligently. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah.
Exactly.
Jeez. Hold up now. Hold up now. The people that speak Urbonics, we see it as silly and not valuable. But you think about it, that's a whole new language that was developed amongst a whole different culture that developed in our own culture. It's not a bad
And the
thing.
thing,
I realize that, but now they have Urban Dictionary. That should tell you something.
Yeah, I
But
know.
yeah,
Yeah, I
not
know.
the thing
not
about it is, wait a minute. The thing about it is, okay, it's a dialect and
Yeah,
it's fine, but people need to realize they need to have the ability to speak the English language as it is meant to be spoken. They can also, they have a dialect that's fine. But one has to be able to switch and, you know, in a
I agree,
way
John. I
others
agree.
yeah,
understand what's saying, you
yeah,
see,
yeah.
because yeah, people
Hey, John,
don't
kill your
see.
video for now, John.
Yep.
That's the thing is what you do in private. That's fine, but like for example, especially as adults, you want people to take you seriously, and if you're doing a business for crying out loud,
Yeah. Well, exactly,
Yeah,
exactly. I talked to
exactly.
I talked to a person the other day. He's a programmer, but when I talked to him, I couldn't understand half the stuff he was talking about. Everything, all the words blended one to the other. He was using slang, and
Yeah,
he talked with a really low voice, like very little self-esteem.
yeah.
What got my attention was every time he said "all right," it came out of "I,"
I I
and it's speak. You got to know how to speak because there's more people that speak normal English than there are people that speak Urbonics. If you're from the hood, it's fine, but you got to be able to speak proper English. John?
Expand yourself. Yeah.
Yeah,
And you
no,
know what, Nelson?
Exactly.
That reminds me. Some woman, was it last year or the year before? Sorry, not to interrupt, but I can't remember. She petitioned for Ebonics to be a secondary language of the United States, and she got laughed right out.
Okay.
Well, maybe a couple years ago, yeah, but now it's actually becoming worth trying to learn.
No, it was recently. I'm just saying no more than a year or two ago.
Oh, okay,
It was
okay,
probably
okay.
more recent.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that's ridiculous. I would have laughed out. I would have been laughing too because I'm sorry.
But
That's
I do agree that we should have a course available for people that want to learn it, not just
learn to speak lazy English. Are you
yes,
serious?
because
No,
it
it's like this.
it
Hold on,
is
hold
a
on,
language.
slow
It's a
down.
fully structured language.
Slow down, slow down. Let me tell you what the deal
Yeah,
is.
wait a minute. This isn't Mardox Extreme.
Yeah.
Okay.
Give me tomorrow's
Oh,
topic.
John, you know what? You know
Okay.
what? You know, you're just taking it all out, Nelson.
Yeah. I know. We'll do it tomorrow.
Check it out, right?
I'd like to hear what John says because
I
being
wanna
being an English teacher,
Yeah,
know,
go
I
ahead,
think
John. Go ahead, John.
you have an interesting perspective on this.
Let the English teacher talk, all right?
Yeah.
No.
John, bring up your
No,
video so we can see your ugly mug.
Okay.
I'm talking about the coffee mug.
Why he loves you so much?
I'm talking. I was referring to the coffee mug.
Yeah,
Today,
nice
oh,
save.
Good way to get out of that one.
Yeah, I know.
No, okay, check it out. This is the deal, right? I live in Germany. I live in southern Germany. Now, when before I left the army, we had been in the States with the army, my wife and I. My wife is German, and my wife taught me some German. You know, of course, naturally, I learned some things, but I didn't speak very much. When we came back to Germany with the army, I was stationed like, up north somewhere, further up north than I am now. And after work, my wife would send me here or there for, and I go on these places, and I speak the little German that I knew, and they would look at me, and then they would ask, "Where did you learn Schwabish?" And Schwabish is a dialect from southern Germany. Okay, I didn't realize. Now, when I left the army, we moved to this area, and that is the dialect that they speak. And in different regions, it's a bit different, but it's a totally different dialect than it is up north. But it's a fully accepted dialect. But people that come from the north and come here to work, for the first couple of months, they're kind of lost with the language until they get used to it.
Yeah.
Dialect thing, hold on, langsam, slow down. See, I just spoke German. I have to concentrate. The dialect thing is fine, but one needs to be able to speak correct English. You should not want to learn correct English just because you don't want to learn how to speak properly. That's the wrong answer. But one should not be frowned upon for using their dialect, you see. But you have to know when to turn it on and when to turn it off, you see. And I see some people writing. I see some Facebook posts how some people write. It's horrible.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
And when it comes down to having to do something important that requires business and so on and so forth, they can't do it, you see. And that's not good. And people need to understand that. We need to be able to have a degree of professionalism. When I was in the army, there came a point where I listened to myself. For some reason, I listened to myself speak. And I thought, whoa, this is not good. So I decided to, first of all, clean my mouth out, and then I decided to speak the English language as best as I could. And that actually got me in trouble with some of my cultural brothers,
Oh yeah, they call you Oreo, right? White, black.
Oh yeah. Then I was trying to be white, but I really didn't care because now it has served me very well. as an
Yeah,
English
you
teacher.
want to better yourself, and if they don't
It,
want to, that's on them.
yeah, well, and it serves me well as a teacher of the language and so on and so forth. And I know two or three sides or of the coin, you see, so I can relate. It's like Malcolm X, you say, he knew how to talk to very important people, and he knew how to talk to people from the hood, you see. But see, he knew how to switch, you see. And there are people who don't. And this is important because now, since the world is so global and business has become global,
No,
international,
John, kill your video again. We're
many
losing you.
of our
John, if you can
listeners,
hear me, turn
that
off
their
your
mother
video.
language may not be English. I did.
Okay, good. Okay, now restart what you said. Back up about 30 seconds and restart.
Okay, 29, 28.
No,
No.
not wait. Back up.
Very good. He can count. That's
Hey,
great.
guys, hold on. I don't want to be rude, but watch this. This is nuts. This is how popular we're getting. Okay. Nope, wrong one. How come it's not showing what I want? What's it doing?
Hey, don't show the dirty ones now.
Okay, do you guys see
Yeah,
it?
we
Okay.
don't want to see your porn.
No, but look right. Do you guys see
That's
my?
the other.
No, but do you guys see my mouse going around in circles here?
Yes, sir.
What does that look like to you? What does that look like? OX?
She looks like a brunette. Oh,
no,
that
not her. Where my mouse is.
Bubonics.
Oh, the cup.
It's the Mardox cup.
No, seriously, that looks good. I don't know what it's called.
Oh, I was looking at
It's
the
the-
bubonics.
no,
I was
it's-
looking at the
I
bubonics.
saw that a
No,
long time
seriously.
ago.
It's the
I
Mardox.
saw that.
It's the
I
Mardox
saw
cup on Redbubble.
I saw that a long time ago.
I know, but it's being advertised right now.
That's cool.
Now the thing is, I can't turn it though. I wish I could turn it. And
No, you'd have to
Yeah.
get the second one.
the second one, this one.
I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure if it was our cup or
Yeah,
not because
yeah, it
they only
is.
said,
See,
they only
that's
said ox.
That's the side they should show. They're showing the back side of the mug.
Yeah, they should. So yeah.
Yeah.
They should show the part with the yeah, that part right there.
Yeah, that's it. Like, I just saw that on that website. I'm like, going, what?
I saw that already,
Yeah.
but
And
I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure if it was our cup or not.
Yeah, it is, but it's like, oh, I gotta talk to him about it. No, I was going to looking for the Urban Dictionary, and that's what came up.
Okay.
And,
But see, but here's the thing. No, I'm sorry not to interrupt, but I understand what John's saying, and I agree with it. But here's the thing. Slang is not a dialect. For example, Spain has 4 dialects besides Spanish, even if Spanish is their official language. They have Castilian, and I forget the other ones, but Castilian or whatever is closest to the actual Spanish, language. So there are countries that do have dialects. That's true. And like my native culture, it has lots of dialects. But the thing is there's a difference between a dialect and slang.
Yes,
Slang is more of a regional cultural thing, and it should not have its own language. I just think it's ridiculous.
No, but look what's on the screen for Ebonics. Look at what's on the screen for Ebonics. A made-up language that incorporates slangs, misspelled words, poor grammar, and clever word association. Ebonics is a form of the degraded English used mostly by a lower-class American youth. Oh, wow, snap. Hey, Mardox Extreme channel tomorrow morning, guys. What the fo? You know what I be saying? Ebonics
I have to be looking at you. What you all looking at? Don't be looking at me like that.
Yeah.
I grew up around it.
Yeah.
You know, people get lost in definitions sometimes, and we have to remember certain things. First of all, black slang, it developed from a dialect that the slaves had because the slaves were not allowed to learn. So they picked up English as they picked it up, and they developed their brand of English. And that's where Black English came from. Now, a lot of people, even though they went to school, they continue to speak what we call Black English, you see. And then come then as things developed, we've got different slang stuff that came along, and that is what seems to have taken over. And this slang stuff just because people are lazy or
Yeah.
rebellious,
Okay,
and
so
that's the wrong
Or they
answer.
think it's
yeah.
cool if you're younger.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so I'm
that's
gonna
the
change.
wrong answer.
If you guys don't mind, I'm gonna change my point of view. I agree with Belinda. Your Urbanics should just go the way of the dodo. I mean, if it is just slang and slurs,
Yeah,
um,
if it's just that, then they need to kick it to the curb because it has no value.
that's right. Yeah, okay, I agree with that then. I
Yeah.
thought when I first said my first comment, I thought it was something really structured and that a group of people have started creating since the 1970s. But no,
Yeah.
if it is just laziness of not willing to learn the language and
Yeah,
learning how
that's
to
totally
conjugate
different.
phrases.
That's totally different. See, because the thing about here in where I am in Germany, right? People speak this dialect, but they don't write it. You see, when they write the normal Hochdeutsch, the normal German.
Yeah,
Because it's a language to be the Schwabish is a language to be spoken, but not necessarily written. It was written once upon a time, and you can find some things written in Swabish, but then people who don't speak Swabish would not understand it, and
yeah, yeah,
even Swabian folks will have trouble reading it. You see,
yeah. Obviously,
so
yeah,
Well, look at my native culture. That was an oral language. It was not written. And now
yeah,
people have different ways of writing it because the sounds are hard to put into words, the pronunciations and stuff. But that's an actual language. It's not, slang. It's not
okay.
the same.
Now let me tie this back into regular Mardox. Okay, let me go back from the
you go,
extreme
girl.
and let me. I'm going to ignore that. Okay, uh, and tie this in because I've noticed, you have a lot of people writing blogs and this and that and the other thing, and you've got people who call themselves marketers. They're writing blogs and so on and so forth, and I see some people who are supposed to be Americans, and their writing is not very good,
Yeah,
and
that's
they
just
don't,
poor
and they,
grammar.
yeah, yeah, right. They have poor grammar, but that's not the wrong thing. The wrong thing is they don't care. You see, and
Yeah,
if
and
they
then let's see
and
how
if they
many.
get and if they get called on it, they have a problem with it,
Yeah,
and they that people shouldn't care if the grammar is right or not, and
Oh,
so
I'll do
on and
one.
so forth.
I'll match you on that. I was in a Christian chat room one time, and we were talking about how people perceive you. Now, I understand, you shouldn't be, superficial and snobby, but whether you're Christian, a businesswoman, whatever your thing is, okay. When you're talking to somebody, yes, they shouldn't judge you on superficial
Right,
things. The first
right.
impressions do mean something because whether they're going to take what you have to say seriously. And they were saying, well, they should just accept me the way I am. I said, yeah, but if you're going to, but if they're just meeting you for the first time, they don't even know who you are. What impression do you give them to even want to get to know who you are?
yeah. Well, exactly that.
Exactly.
Based on what you just said, it explains why a lot of the youth are stuck in, let's call it the hood, environment, the projects, because they speak that language, and that's only where you can speak that language. And as soon as you step out 2 blocks outside your hood, and I'm holding up my fingers as quotation marks here. You walk into a world of people speak normal English, and you try to get a job, and you go, hey, what's up, mofo? I want a done. You know what I mean? And all slurred. And you talk nasally, and with slangs, and let's face it, a business owner will say, thank you, have a nice day. I can't understand what you're saying, and I'm going to hire the next person on the list.
Yeah, yeah. You wonder why you're
Exactly.
not getting any business. I mean,
Exactly.
it's not that they're being snobby, but when it comes to business, you got to know who you're working with.
That's right. That's right. And I've hung up on people when they call in, they try to talk like that, and they legitimately need tech support, and I tell them flat out, listen, I cannot understand you. Call back when I told one person, call back when you can take the cotton out of your mouth. You know, and I
Okay.
was, yeah, okay, maybe I was rude, but tough luck. I can't
Yeah.
understand you. That should tell you right there you're in the wrong language, or you're not doing something right. How are you going to deal with the rest of the world that doesn't talk about this at all? Go to
I
Sweden
mean,
or Germany and speak English that way. They're not going to understand you.
exactly. And this is what the point I was going to make before is that you have foreigners trying to learn English and they are looking to native speakers. They want to listen to native speakers and to learn how to speak the language.
Yeah,
But if we're speaking bull crap,
yeah,
then they're
Exactly,
going
you
to
confuse
learn
them.
bull crap,
that's it. That's
and it's
right.
not cool.
That's
It's
it.
not cool
Now
at all.
another thing, like John, you mentioned the blogs.
Yes, sir.
Okay, to all our members, and if our members can tell this to other bloggers out there, when you see a blog and they're using the shorthand typing, LOL, WTF, BRB, not in text, not in chat, but literally in their blogs, take the time to contact them and tell them by using that kind of shorthand in your text, in your blog posts, you're actually you're coming across as somebody who has a lack of intelligence on how to write. Because
But you know,
LOL is not an official word.
the bad thing about that, Nelson,
What's that?
they probably won't care.
No, but
Yeah.
we got to get out there and tell people, or
This
at
is
least,
true. I agree.
or
It
at
must
least,
be said.
at least a group of members that are in Mardox, at least ourselves. Let's keep a certain standard. If you're going to write a blog, I'll be honest right now. If one of you, anybody listen to this video who's a member, if you write a blog post and you want me to show that blog post to the rest of the members on video, and I see, I was talking to my friend, I said BRB, and then LOL, I'm gonna say forget it. I'm never gonna show that.
I mean,
Exactly.
it's okay to use shorthand when you're talking privately, but
Yeah,
if
Yeah,
you're
that's
going to use
private.
slang, or if you're doing a proper etiquette or proper writing, like for business, you know what? There's no excuse, because even if you're not a great speller, like I was great at English, but for those that aren't, we have spell check, boys and girls, and
yeah,
even though that there's glitches with that sometimes, overall, you better use it if you have to.
that's right. And on,
Yeah,
on
sure.
on our website in the resources, there is a website listed there called Grammarly. Works very well.
Yeah.
Yep, I
Yeah.
have that too. I saw that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it
It's
works
pretty
really
good.
well.
It's
And
pretty good.
I think the coding part doesn't work. Just go to Grammarly.com. It works really really well. It really does its job. It's top notch software. It has another cloud program. Super super good. I've been using it for a bunch of stuff, and it never fails.
Yeah.
But get rid of the shorthand. I hate reading a blog where someone puts in, excuse me, hiccuping and yawning at the same time. You guys are boring.
Oh, that's talented.
You guys are boring. I'm gonna go over to Mardox Extreme channel and talk to them. They're more uplifting.
I'll join you over there, and I'll tell you what I really think of you, Nelson.
Yeah, we'll do that tomorrow morning. I'll be the first one. You tell me what you think of me, and I'll tell you
Wait.
what I think of you.
You mean I have to get back up in the morning now, since because I thought since we're doing the 3
Well,
p.m.
I don't know.
chat?
I don't know when we'll do those. Maybe we won't do live streams. Maybe it's going to be more. We'll get together and say when we're going to get on. When it works out. We don't know. But no, that's an interesting topic. How did we get into language? That was interesting. It kind of like veered off.
It kind of
Because,
must
I
have.
don't know.
Yeah. It's your
see,
fault, Nelson. It always is.
yeah, but you see-
Nelson's all over the place. That's just his style.
Exactly.
nobody
Exactly.
wants to get into my head. 3 psychologists tried to get in there, and they're all insane to this day.
If I had a dime for every time I heard, "Oh, look, a puppy,"
No, it'd be like you and me talking squirrel.
now, in other words, I'm saying something, I get easily distracted by saying, "Oh, I want a puppy."
Yeah, puppy. Yeah, I'll do that. If my daughter one time was standing by the window in the kitchen, and my back was to the window, and now she was young at the time, and there was a lot of talk on TV about caribou, because I live in Canada, right? And
Uh-huh.
she sees these antlers go by the window, only the antlers, and she points to the window behind me, and she goes, "Caribou!" And it was hilarious. Turned around, it was a very young moose.
Okay.
At first, we couldn't quite see it, so because we had 3 vehicles in the driveway and it's winter, he thought it was someone trying to steal the vehicles. Until we could see it a bit clearly. Nope, not someone stealing the vehicles. We'll stay inside.
Well, because the first thing I thought, the first thing when I saw this, now you have to understand the antlers were like literally maybe 2 feet from the window. And when I
Oh.
turned to look, one, I was stunned because you don't see something like this. And,
Yeah.
Probably looked at you
then,
as stunned too.
yeah, and then my mind went to two people in my yard. Because why would there be antlers, right? The only time I've ever seen antlers is when my uncles went hunting and they caught a moose or a deer. And that's where you saw antlers, but not moving by the window. And my mind went straight to, oh, there's two people in the yard, you know. And then I went to the
Yeah.
window and I saw this young moose trotting down the street. Something you don't see. It was in the newspaper too. The people caught it on photo, and it's a sight to see. It's awesome.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Cool.
Now, for those of you that don't know, a moose is a really big animal with really big antlers.
Yeah, we know that. But
Right.
you know what? The Nelson helped the deer over the fence, and the deer looked back and waved his hoof and said, "Thank you, Nelson."
Oh yeah, right. Now, what's really funny is this. My mother's last name is Poulain. Okay, Poulin, and that in French is a word for young horse. Okay, and
Oh,
Poulain.
this is just a foregone conclusion, isn't
No,
it?
no, hold up now. My mom's last name is Poulain, young horse, right? My dad's last name is Buck. You slap them both together at a night where there's no electricity and you got nothing better to do than the hanky panky. And
Like him.
9 months later, you get what I look like.
A horse's butt?
A young baby horse / buck mixed together.
Oh, I thought you said horse's butt. Never
No,
mind.
buck, not butt. Well, Linda, oh my lord. Well, at least we're not trying to con Dell.
Con artist Del Computers, thank you.
You kind of walked into that one, Nelson.
Yeah, I know, but it's hilarious. When people find out that both my last names, like my mom's side and my dad's side, and they go, "Oh, is that what comes out?" When a buck and a baby, a young horse get together, and that also makes it weird too, because it would have to have been the buck got together with the baby horse. Kind of perverted.
We couldn't even try to mend those words together and make it a new word at all. Oh, by the way, do you guys? I don't know if you guys are old enough to remember not necessarily the news on HBO. If you had HBO in the 80s.
Ew, the 80s. I had UHF. That was the best we had.
Do you remember? Do you remember not necessarily the news of Richard Hall, where you take two words and make it a new word called sniglet?
Yeah, I heard about it. Yeah.
What do you call two milk duds stuck together?
Not sure.
Milk dudes.
Milk dudes. You're right.
Our school started doing sniglets, like what do you call to digest or they'd say a word disconcert to skip a rock concert or some other word that meant to digest explosives. It was really funny.
Oh jeez, yeah. Oh wow, we got to try doing some of those on a show.
Yeah,
we should.
I was just thinking that.
We should. It's been an hour and 7 minutes. Oh Lord!
Yay! Congratulations, you stayed this time.
Yeah, I stayed awake the whole time.
Hey, now that I'm back, I'll keep it interesting.
Okay, so
if one of these people don't show up.
Okay, so you guys stick around for a second. Don't move. This was the daily live chat for Mardox.com, November 22nd, 2016. We had Ernie, we had John on, we had Belinda, we had Carrie, and me and my daughter Jackie. Hey, that puts us at 6 in one chat. That was just awesome. Listen, everybody, before we hang up, please put comments below the videos on YouTube. Go to our channel, subscribe, like the video, and put a comment in. If you do those 3 things, you become eligible for the contest. We're giving away stuff. We don't know what yet, but if you do not subscribe, like or dislike, you can dislike if you want, I guess. I won't love you as much. You might get a cup with a crack in it, if you win, or you might win an Xbox One, but it just won't have the power plugs,
Mean, evil.
That's it. So subscribe to the channel. Really important. Subscribe to the channel. Like the videos each day. And put comments in. And at some point, we're going to pull a draw. But right now, we don't have enough people doing those 3 things. You need to do the 3 or we cannot do a draw. So subscribe, like, and comment. That will get our channel higher up. It'll bring more people into the group. And you will win stuff.
And Nelson will keep us hostage anymore.
Yeah, that's right. I can finally let Belinda go. She keeps me up all night. So we're going to leave the show with that. You guys have a good day. And we'll see you tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. and hope we have just as many people in. See, if you guys want to say bye, go ahead.
Bye. God bless everyone. Happy Thanksgiving.
All right. See ya.
Bye, everyone.
There's Ernie.